Find shelter. Quick.
Begin recording. Reporting on the status of the route of Azimuth Station as requested by Dr. Darling. All tests have been passed. System configuration is within defined parameters. No additional preparations are... What's that?
yourself.
Those who are in eternal union with the monolith can never be stopped.
You think I'm going to beg for mercy? It doesn't matter. You stalkers don't understand anything. The monolith opened my eyes. I'm not afraid. Not afraid to die for its glory.
Why are you doing all this?
You are not one of us. You'll never understand it. This isn't the way it's supposed to be. The monolith helped me to see that. Sure, a lot of people might die. But if I don't do this, everyone's going to die.
Are you the one who activated the scanner on Wild Island?
My brothers are poisoning themselves on that island. And to what end? I just couldn't watch it anymore. The immunity that kept us safe has been weakening ever since the monolith felt silent. They were dying in my arms.
Either way, you're done for.
I am ready.
Contacted from, and we intercepted the sender's final message.
We can listen to it. There's gotta be a backup storage panel on the antenna near you.
I did what you said. Return to Icarus. Get everything ready. It is time. Yes. Word of the monolith. So it was you all along. Oh, Faust.
He wasn't the only one. Someone else on Azimuth finished the ward off before I got there. Fama was with them. He tried to kill me, Strider. I need to get to Icarus, and the sooner the better. Faust had a reason to leave the island just now.
Skip, if you find him, try to find out what he's up to. He's my brother. In the end, all his sins are also mine.
Docker, where are you going?
I'm headed to your base, believe it or not. Gotta check something.
I can't allow strangers into the base given the circumstances. Is Captain S.T.A.L.K.E.R expecting you?
Let's find out.
Everyone stay put.
They won't let you in, even if you open fire. We've already tried that. This is S.T.A.L.K.E.R from Spark. Come to isn't rude in this skiff. Good people can always help each other. But hurry. The zone doesn't much care for slowpokes. Unlike the ward.
Good to see you, Skiff. I should have moved my camp a long time ago. We're sitting ducks out here in the open. But there are some folks out here I just can't say no to. Besides, it feels good to lend a hand to someone the ward doesn't like. Means we got a lot in common.
Who are those, folks you just can't say no to?
You've met him before. Scar's got a mind of his own. But if he's asking you for something, it's not wise to refuse him.
That sounds like a threat.
If you don't trust a man, why follow him? And if you don't want to help him, why should he lead you? If you want folks to trust you, you have to trust someone else first. Otherwise, we'll all stay alone, bereft of purpose or meaning.
You said you could help me.
Scar says you're looking for a traitor among the Wardens. I think they'd very much like to find him themselves. Maybe they already have. In order to make sure, though, we have to hack into their radio frequencies. And that means we need their sensors. Things you handed over to the Ward, personally.
How do you know who I'm looking for?
Because Scar told me. As for how he knows, he isn't sharing that information with me. But as a legend of the zone, folks are willing to share all sorts of things with him.
So, where do I find these sensors?
A warden sergeant got trapped in a nearby anomaly. They're often issued sensors, unlike the privates. Go check it out. Maybe you'll get lucky. Funny, don't you think? A little while ago, they turned the entire Lesser Zone upside down after their squad got killed. But here in the swamps, they don't even bother to collect their dead. Scar's right. There's something interesting going on here.
somewhere.
I smell bullshit.
Something's not right.
I smell bullshit.
I smell bullshit.
I heard something.
What have you got for me?
You were right. I found some sensors on the warden's body.
Some mistakes can't be undone. I'm glad this isn't one of them. Now, let's hear what those warden dogs are barking about.
Since you're working with the S.T.A.L.K.E.R, the Zone's got a little present for you. This place might be inconspicuous, but it's also legendary. It's where S.T.A.L.K.E.R himself performed with the Chimera, and got a standing ovation. Stalkers like to leave stashes in places like this. Look around. Maybe you'll find something useful, especially if you're making a move against the Ward. I'd look for a stash if I were you. I bet there's one not too far from here.
All patrols, you are to detain Lieutenant S.T.A.L.K.E.R at once. Do not negotiate with him. If you encounter resistance, to kill. Alpha Team, you're cleared to enter the Claw. Bravo Team, get to the vent. The Lieutenant might... Monolith Tech.
Huh. Music to my ears. Well, Stalker, if the Ward is going after one of their own, and there's Monolith Tech involved, this S.T.A.L.K.E.R fella might be the one you're looking for. I take it you want to find the traitor before the Wardens do. Good hunting.
And what's in it for you?
Today we scratch your back, tomorrow you scratch ours. Who knows what might happen the day after tomorrow? Besides, we've heard a lot about you. As for me, I expect you to seriously thin out the canine population.
What about you? What are you gonna do?
We've got a hunt of our own, Stalker. But I reckon we'll meet again.
Thanks. I'll get going.
The Zone always sides with those who tread softly. One more thing. Spark pays generously for the heads of those Warden curs. If you eliminate all their patrols, we'll appreciate it.
Come in, Commander! Say again?
You'll never find him.
I'm looking for S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Are you talking about him?
What's the point of it all? If there's nothing inside me, there's nothing, period. The Zone took everything. Every last bit. Maybe there was never anything there to begin with. Look, Stalker, do me a favor, okay? Make it quick. Right in the head.
No, I'm not gonna shoot you.
Yes, you will.
All units, prepare to engage. Why did we have to come all the way here? Fucking hell. And the commander's like, I've got my orders. The lieutenant has to be here. Where'd you come from? The ladder's broken. Keep your hands up.
Easy now. I'm just a stalker. What happened here?
Some kind of creature. An invisible one, I guess. I've never seen anything like it before.
I'm looking for S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Have you found him?
So you know about him too? The commander has all the info. You got a med kit? I'm out.
Here. Help yourself.
Now I'm good. Hey, Stalker! Titmouse! Tell the commander that. He'll get it.
Sergeant? Oh, the Stalker. So you're the one who killed that thing, eh? Thanks. What are you doing here? Looking for a backup power system too? Well, you found it. The switch is right behind me.
How did you end up here, Lieutenant?
Some bloodsuckers chased me here. I thought I was a goner. Good thing the door's held. I had to break off from the rest of the squad.
Why didn't you leave? You know how to get to the exit.
How am I supposed to do that? I've only got one mag left. Enough for the likes of you, but not for a bloodsucker.
I'm looking for S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Where is he?
S.T.A.L.K.E.R, huh? Well, you're out of luck, asshole. My orders are to eliminate anyone connected to the lieutenant.
Titmouse, Lieutenant. I am not your enemy.
My men are alive?
At least one. S.T.A.L.K.E.R, Lieutenant. He's the one I'm after.
All right. He's at Echo Station. It was attacked while we were here. I'm sure it was him. Who else? I sent you the coordinates.
So much for the Zone Elite.
Put it down like a dog. Star's gonna be jealous. What a great hunt.
It sure feels nice here now.
Easy, Kroger. We're dealing with
Where's
it.
Beard been all this time?
I heard he's been hanging out with Dicteria from Pripyat. They go way back, ever since Deggy first came to the zone.
Whoa. So why'd he come back?
No clue. Maybe he just missed the swamps.
I'm Beard. I've been the captain of this rust bucket for a year now. Good hunting.
It's actually pretty cool. He's always grumpy. No problem. I don't mind.
Check his underwear. He might...
We've got guests. Chikan.
Fuck off. We found those stiffs first. That's our stuff.
All right. I'm already leaving.
Yeah, move along.
Happiness requires sacrifice. I know you understand this. It's all right. We're almost there. I just need to turn it on.
I had to do it. He's right. You're a scientist. You have to understand me. The small must not stand in the way of the great.
What are you talking about? Who is he?
Have you ever felt needed? Like you're not alone anymore? I never have. Not until he spoke to me.
Why did you turn against your own men? What did they promise you?
Acceptance. Purpose. Not the false purpose of the ward. A real purpose. Happiness.
Wake up, Lieutenant. You must have been under Psi influence.
You're mistaken. He went silent! And then those rats from S.T.A.L.K.E.R didn't want to reach you in the antenna. I had to do it. Don't you understand? I'm almost done, Stalker. I'm sorry, but I can't leave any witnesses.
tenacious ones are ruthless too. There are no better qualities for those who walk this path. You've earned the right to hear me once more. On a ship bound hunt was a success, Skiff. Here's a commendation from Spock and from me.
Before you can deal with something, you need to deal with yourself first.
I'm so drowsy.
Black kilos keep landing at S.T.A.L.K.E.R every night.
Reeds.
Security, dogs.
Got work to do. I'm just so beat.
Chemical plant.
Welcome aboard.
Like guinea pigs.
What can you tell me about the Shevchenko?
Well, as you can see, she's a bit of a wreck. But her ship doesn't have to be pretty. He just needs to stay afloat. Here on the Shevchenko, you can buy supplies, take a breather, and wait out an emission. The Skadovska's a lot comfier. But as long as bandits call her the Sultansk can claim her as their own, I wouldn't go there. Just wait for her to come home to port.
Okay,
Good
Doc,
hunting.
cut the crap now. This is beware of
Nope,
campfire,
pay you next time. I've got enough of those already.
especially if there's no one around but you.
I'm looking for a guide to Clear Sky.
Folks have found
We don't have a guide, but I guess there's Richter. See him drinking over there? He used to be a guide, back in the day. Maybe he can help.
better to stay.
No problem. I don't mind.
Even I got the heebie-jeebies.
You got some business here, or? All right, stay safe.
Well, look what the cat dragged in. We've got guests in our swamp. I'm sorry, I mean their swamp. It belongs to those paragons of clean living, of course. What can I do for you?
Looks like every asshole in the zone knows who you are.
Hey, don't be so rude to the noble proprietors of this fine rust bucket. But you're right. I'm sort of a regular around here. A side effect of living in the zone for about 10 years, I guess. And I've never joined any of the factions. Guess that's why the locals like me. At the very least, they hate me a little less than they hate each other.
I'm looking for a guide to Clear Sky. Can you help me?
Wanna hear a story? Ah, don't answer. I'm gonna tell you anyways. I've just had about enough for a little tale. I used to be a guide. It's true. I figured I was leading people around the zone. Turns out, I was lying through my teeth. To myself. I thought I knew it all. I thought I could take anyone, anywhere. What kind of mistakes does a stalker make, huh? You can mess up your detector, you lose your loot. With guides, it's a different story. Especially when the zone wants to put them in their place. You dig?
I need a guide, not a gig as a therapist. Get to the point.
You're a mean one, Mr. Skiff. But at least you're honest. Guess that's better than the other way around. I'm not taking you anywhere. You need Nimble. He's a little on the cookie side, but he always gets out of trouble alive. You'll know him by the Snorgas mask on his shoulder. Don't ask him about it. The last time I saw him was with Trapper. The Sultan hired the hunter to kill mutants in the swamps. So Trapper pestered every guy to take him straight up the swamp's ass. I just sent you the coordinates of that ass. Watch yourself.
Black kilos keep landing at Circa every night.
I'm so drowsy.
Security, dogs.
Maybe it's the rustling
I think
leaves.
they're hunting the survivors from the chemical plant.
Got work
in
to
the
do.
observatory.
Just so big.
Like guinea pigs.
Every omission gives me a splitting headache. I barely notice it anymore.
and a pseudo-giant. Get to the observation post on the double. And quit stomping around like that.
Hey, trying to ruin my hunt, are you?
What are you hunting here?
Here in the zone, you never know for sure. I haven't seen anything but the Sultan's boys, and they're scattered all over the swamps. Keep your eyes open. That creature's nearby. I can feel it. My gut never lies.
I hear you used to work with Nimble. I'm looking for him.
Yeah, I did. He wasn't much help, though. I sent him to a snork cave. All he had to do was hit a button, and I haven't heard any explosions yet. The bastard sure was glad to get his pay up front. Now I remember why they called him Nimble.
So what kind of job were you working on with Nimble?
Something for the Sultan. He's a scumbag, of course, but he's a very thorough scumbag. He asked us to mop up the local mutants, so his boys wouldn't be so scared to cross the swamps.
Can you give me the coordinates to the cave? I'll try looking for him.
What's the point? He's already drinking away the Sultan's advance somewhere. Sure, you can have it. Quiet! Did you hear that?
What?
The creature's here! Come on, grab your biggest gun. This is gonna be one hell of a hunt. Let's dance! Nice shooting, huh? A little present for you. Hope to see you around. Good hunting. I heard you coming from a mile away. Get a move on.
don't know who you are, Stalker, but you best run. Too close. I thought it was game over for sure.
Clear. Skybase.
You good now, bro? That's what I thought. Two close calls in a minute. Not cool. Fucking snorks, man. You were asking about clear sky. What do you want to know?
You. The night back at the old bridge. You stole my scanner and gave me a hell of a headache.
That's horseshit, man. I ain't been back at the old bridge in a long time. There's all fouls, man! Shit! I'm just a guide. I was only showing the way, alright?
Yeah? To monolithians.
It was a run-of-the-mill job where the customer's kind of shady, all obsessed with a monolith and shit. But I'm not in the business of killing stalkers.
But you are in the business with Faust.
He ain't that bad. Maybe a couple of screws loose, but here in the zone, that don't exactly make him unique. Although, that whole blind thing, I think it's a crock of shit.
That's a pretty stupid take. Any others?
Oh, yeah. Lots. You, patch me up and I'll share everything.
Stop pretending and get up.
Sure. Ask away. I'll tell you whatever you want, then I'm out of here. I'm fucking done. Finita la comedia. Fucking swamps, man. I gotta deal with some bullshit every single time.
What is Clear Sky, anyway?
It used to be a faction. They broke up a long time ago. I used to help them out here and there, fetching stuff, running errands. They paid and fed me well, so I never asked them what they were after. Now, Faust has taken over what's left of their base. He even somehow got around Kalencha's defenses. His men still need a guide, but he's walking around like he owns the place. Don't look at me like that. I don't get it either.
Why did you decide to work with Faust?
Because he paid me an artifact. Some military-grade weapons, too. Ward shit. I even got a Gauss rifle. Sold it in the blink of an eye, although I should have auctioned it off. I don't know how he got to Clear Sky, or why I had to guide his men there and back. That's none of my business. Curiosity killed the cat, you know.
How do I get to Clear Sky?
I saved your life once, and now I just might save it again. Don't go there. Steer clear of that place.
I should have shot you after all.
Fine. If you want to die, be my guest. Here's a map. Professor Kalencha set up some defenses when he left Clear Sky. You can't get through without this map. There are beacons on the map. You have to calibrate 4 of them to your signal. Then, you can get through the ruins in the swamps and into Clear Sky. Any other questions?
Who is this Kalencha guy?
A scientist. Very smart guy. He was a Clear Sky too. He knew things were going south. He's the one who gave me the map and told me all about the beacons. Then he took off without even saying goodbye. I guess he just couldn't stick around that base anymore. Not after everything that went down. I get it. Whatever Faust is doing there, at Clear Sky, it's like robbing a grave. A mass grave.
So what happened at the Clear Sky base?
We went to the center of the zone to stop S.T.A.L.K.E.R. and I was the only one who made it back. You ever go back home just to find the place deserted and destroyed?
Yes.
Then you know there are some things you just can't fix.
How do those beacons work?
Professor Quentin mentioned something about them affecting the controlled anomalous psi field there on the Clear Sky base. But I never got into that stuff, even though I used to hang out with those Clear Sky scientists. If it works, good. If it doesn't, screw it. The point is, you can't get to Clear Sky without the map, and you have to recalibrate the beacons. Otherwise, you'll wander around the ruins until the cows come home. Unless you're Faust. Screw 'em.
All right. You're free to go.
I wouldn't go anywhere near that place if I were you. But I get the feeling you ain't gonna listen. I met a guy once who was as stubborn as you. He had a big-ass scar across his whole face, and crazy eyes, just like yours. How does the zone find guys like you? I ain't gonna wish you luck. You don't need it. So I, hope we never meet again.
Sky personnel. We have been forced to leave the base. It is impossible to determine the exact date of our return at this time. In order to keep the base secure in the absence of scientific personnel, I have reconfigured 5 emission monitoring beacons. In addition to reading higher order Psi effects, their functionality is supplemented with the emission of Psi radiation into the surrounding environment. I hope that this will be enough to keep everything intact until our return.
Tell me where they are. Why are you silent? Say something. Anything. Wander in the dark, not my brothers, without purpose. Answer me! Forgive me. I know I must not act. How can I know your will if I cannot hear you? Show me the way. Let me know.
smell bullshit.
I know you're somewhere.
Strider is unknown to me, but he is one of ours. You are the one who sent him to me. I know it. He said our brothers are scattered all over the town, lost, without memory of themselves. He too did not know who he was. But that doesn't matter anymore. Strider and I will find the others and help them remember. Whatever has forced you to remain silent, we shall find the reason and set things right together. This I swear.
stone around his neck. Thrown off a cliff. Torn apart by dogs. Operation Monolith. Hanged. Alive but lost. Wait just a second, Skiff. And the scanner is yours. I need to say my goodbyes. Farewell to our great past. Enemies, yes, but united by faith in one idea. For your kind, it was the Wish Granter. For us, the Monolith. It spoke in many tongues, but everyone heard only what they wanted to hear. Repentance. Forgiveness. Not a chance. After a decade of silence, only hatred remains. The Monolith has abandoned us to make us understand. Being alive does not mean to be happy. Nothing else matters.
I never understood it. I understood it makes me understand. What a waste. At one point, I thought he was going to lead me out of the swamp. Instead, he led the others into it. For 10 years now, my brothers have been following a shepherd lost in the dark. I will lead my brothers out of the darkness. I will free you from the yoke of force. At last, I hear your voice again, Monolith. Skiff, come in. If you're heading to Circa, stop by the ranger station. We need to talk to you.
We?
Scar and I. We have news. It's very important. I see a loner. He's got some kind of weird device on his back. That loner's a little on the weird side himself. Come on in, Skiff. We've been waiting for you.
You know what makes a stalker a stalker? Curiosity. I told you he'd come.
You told me a lot. And left out even more. Thank you for coming, Skiff.
I didn't expect to see you two here. You're working together?
S.T.A.L.K.E.R is always eager to help. But he never tells me why.
Why spoil a good surprise?
What did you want to talk about?
I found out that the Ward moved the Wish Granter from the CNPP to S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
The monolith.
That toy is way too dangerous. Even for Dallin. Especially for Dallin. The zone itself could suffer for it. And then the dark would eclipse whatever light still remains here.
I've seen Faust. You mentioned the Wish Granter as well before he, disappeared.
So he's in on it too. The past will never let us go, will it?
The Strider wants to know what Faust is up to. I want to get to the bottom of the whole scanner business. But what's in it for you?
See, Strider doesn't trust me either. But like I told you before, I just like helping people. The zone represents the delicate balance between the dark and the light in all of us. The monolith disrupted that balance once, and it will do so again. Besides, anything that hurts the Ward is fine by me. We all do what needs to be done, and we risk our lives for what we believe in. That's the only way, Skiff. Otherwise, we're no better than zombies.
Do you think Faust is planning something that involves S.T.A.L.K.E.R?
If you put 2 and 2 together, you'll probably get 4. Even in the zone.
If the monolith really is at S.T.A.L.K.E.R like S.T.A.R says, then Faust is doing all of this for one reason. To get inside the Institute.
Dallin is hell-bent on making a scientific breakthrough, by any means necessary. If the Wish Granter is activated again...
No. I won't allow that to happen.
Can you remind me again what the Wish Granter is?
An atrocity.
It's a device that was used to protect the center of the zone. They had it installed inside the CNPP sarcophagus. It drew stalkers to it with the promise of granting wishes.
The Wish Granter, or monolith, drove people insane. Those who survived the ordeal were brainwashed and became monolithians.
I've always wondered, Strider. What did you wish for when you got there?
So what do you want from me?
I see you found what you were looking for. And you're going to find even more. In the darkest part of the zone. Built from the brightest of intentions.
The scanner is your chance to get into S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Then, you'll be able to find out if that damn machine is really there. I'll get my squad together and head for the Institute. We need your help, Skiff. Noontide... No. The entire zone is in danger.
Sometimes good people make bad choices. I trust you to make the right one.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R, we've got wardens here. A lot of them.
Korshunov knows what he's doing, I'll give him that. Would you welcome our guests, Skiff? Strider and I need some time to get off the stage.
What about your men?
Skiff will lend them a hand. And if not, my men are good soldiers.
Let's cut to the chase. We can always chat later. I'll get it working. We're done here. See you around.
Let him go, bro. You got the wrong guys. These stalkers are under our protection. Has your Sultan forgotten how this works? Loners are there to get mugged. That's all they're good for. Your kingpin's a sucker. You should leave him. There's no point in trying to reason with suckers. Kill them, boys.
stand aside. This is a restricted strategic facility. Unauthorized entry is prohibited.
I have an appointment with Dr. Dahlin. I brought the scanner.
You must be Skiff. Head to the internal checkpoint. They'll direct you from there.
Colonel, a loner is here with the scanner. Initiating guest. Go ahead. They're waiting for you inside.
Is that him? Give it to me. We need to run compatibility tests. Check everything is all right. Oh, yes. Of course. You must be tired. Oh, here. Here's the key to my room. I'm sleeping in my study either way. Don't worry about your reward. You'll get it. In fact, someone would like to talk to you as soon as we've completed all the necessary tests. Have some rest. And get yourself cleaned up. My colleagues promised me a surprise for my birthday. I wish I knew what it was. Guess you'll have to tell me. Enjoy it! Come on! Really? Thank you!
There, walk through the metal detector. Alright, you can come in. Follow the protocol and stay out of trouble.
The transportation platform assembly location. Have a nice day. Warning. Emission.
Damn, now I'm going to end up with a migraine again, and I've got reports to fill out. About time they cleared everyone out.
Identity confirmed. Greetings, guests. Welcome to S.T.A.L.K.E.R, the gateway to the future. The Scientific Institute for Research of the Chornobyl Anomalous Area is a cutting-edge scientific facility that employs the world's top scientists. We're working to transform the Chornobyl Anomalous Area into something that will benefit humanity rather than threaten it.
and find out about the monolith. I'm counting on you, Stalker.
They've got some serious security here, Strider.
I know. That's why it was crucial for you to get there. My men outside are looking for a way in. The monolith is an evil no one should ever exploit. Please, help us.
Sacrificed our time and our comfort. We've toiled tirelessly for this very moment. This will be the day of our trial. Soon, we will establish a connection to the generators and gain full control over the anomalous energy. We'll remember our name. History will remember our name.
You can get back to work.
That's all.
And here's the man who made this breakthrough possible. Come here. Please. I'd like to talk to you. I hope you had a good night's sleep, Skiff. We're on the brink of the most important event in human history. And I want you to be there to witness it up close. After all, if you hadn't brought us the Alpha artifact, our artifact farm would still be looking for the key to the generators.
You can grow artifacts?
It's my primary project here. My pride and joy. We are capable of synthesizing artifacts that are identical to those that occur naturally within the zone. Regrettably, we were unable to replicate the Alpha artifact this way. But that doesn't matter anymore. We have the Alpha now. And it's all thanks to you.
What makes the Alpha artifact so special?
It possesses unique properties. The artifact is capable of converting electrical energy into a psi field. It's also incredibly rare. We've never found anything like it in the zone, nor have we been able to replicate it. And it's the only way to connect to the generators remotely.
The generators? What are those?
The zone doesn't just exist on its own. It possesses a center, a source. This source is located within the generators, an installation to the north of the CNPP. There's no way for us to get there, physically at least. However, we can establish a remote connection to the generators. That's where the Alpha comes into play. We can solve the energy crisis, reach the outer limits of the solar system, expand our horizons in the study of physics. Your discovery is going to change the world, Skiff.
Confinement breach detected in the cryptobiology lab. Initiating Aegis protocol in Sector C. Please remain calm and have a nice day.
Damn! Aegis means an uncontrolled anomalous exposure. That means a shutdown for all labs. How are we supposed to test the Alpha now? Wait for a special dispensation from the Colonel? How long will it take? Even with all their gadgets, the Ward can only handle anomalous phenomena in controlled lab environments. Against something like this, we're talking days, at least.
What kinds of toys?
Advanced weapons and ammunition. They've already been tested on live subjects. Seems like a misuse of our funding, if you ask me. Once we successfully establish a link to the generators, the zone will disappear, and none of this will be needed anymore.
At this rate, I'm gonna get bed sores from your penthouse couch. Maybe I can speed this up. Remember, the things I've seen in the zone were just as baffling and uncontrollable.
Are you suggesting we skip protocol and go full stalker on this? It could work. Look for Dr. Krivenko. He's probably at the ARL now. The cryptobiology lab is his domain. He'll point you in the right direction. But remember, this anomalous exposure isn't your typical zone activity. Our emission protection system has never failed us before.
Attention. Due to Aegis protocol initiation, groups 2105 and 2203 depart ahead.
A stalker? They are kicking scientists out and letting a stalker in.
If another product of damage.
Are we getting ready for an experiment or a siege? Those soldiers are literally everywhere.
I need you in the courtyard.
You're in Telesky today. I thought you never left off.
Attention. Anomaly research laboratory staff, please proceed to evacuation. Please leave your workstations within 5 minutes and proceed to the rally point. Make sure to arrive on time.
I am Dr. Krivenko, head of the Joint Cryptobiology and Psi Medicine Laboratory. Follow me. A stalker at the Institute. That's a new one. Do you know an anomaly has cropped up in cryptobiology? No? My colleagues over at ARL reviewed the footage, and they think it might be a spatial anomaly.
How often does this kind of emergency happen here?
Hardly ever. Our security protocols cover every scenario, so everything is always under control, especially when it comes to special projects.
What are you working on? I'd like to know what's in store for me there.
Simply put, we are studying the zone's various harmful effects, along with ways to protect against them. I am afraid you don't have the clearance for me to be any more specific than that.
Then how did the anomaly show up despite your security measures?
I have no idea. We have complete control over the appearance and behavior of the anomalies you see behind me. But that particular one developed outside the testing site. In theory, the Institute's emission defenses should have made it impossible. Maybe someone helped it manifest. Sabotage is the last thing we need right now.
All right, I'll go see what you've got there.
Here, take my gun. Korshunov issued these to all the lab managers, but I never thought anyone would actually need them. Professor Herman once mentioned that anomalies like this one always have an entrance and an exit. The cause of its sudden manifestation must lie on the other side. Due to the Aegis protocol, the regular entrances to my lab are sealed. The only way in is through the ventilation system. You'll find the engineering entrance outside, near the ARL building. Please be careful around the specimens of local fauna in the lab. They are quite valuable to our research.
A stalker? Wait a minute. First, they get all these wardens down here. Then all staff have to evacuate. Now there's a stalker poaching around. This is a research facility, not an amusement park.
heard something.
How did you... I thought the war... Please! Don't just leave me here! I was stuck in the lab when they initiated the Aegis protocol. Can you imagine? I had to lock myself in a cage just to avoid getting devoured by those monsters. You'll deal with them, won't you? Here, take this. It's the key card to the storeroom. Maybe you'll find something useful in there.
To initiate the Guardian program. The main purpose is to train the participant to face any dangers in the zone. You're about to go through a series of challenges based on real combat experience.
Don't be afraid. Come on over. You made it here too. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised given what you went through to bring my scanner back to S.T.A.L.K.E.R. I'd say I'm glad you made it through your first night in the zone, but you probably wouldn't believe me.
You bastard. I thought you were dead. And you just took off.
What else was I supposed to do? Fight my way back to you? Things aren't as straightforward as they seem. Come on in. I'll open the door for you.
Don't worry, I won't leave you here. I feel like I owe you for that night. Besides, it looks like you've actually brought us the Alpha. This is my accomplishment, Skiff, not Darling's. The only thing that snot-nosed genius managed to achieve was watching the Second Caribbean experiment. And that's precisely when anomalies and artifacts too began cropping up outside the zone.
The Second Caribbean experiment? What's that?
Without the Alpha, Darlin's work was going nowhere. When he realized he couldn't replicate the artifact artificially, he resorted to drastic measures. He tried to repeat the Caribbean experiment. It was our first contact with the noosphere, even before the zone came into being. That's when the first Alpha artifact appeared. I told him it was too risky, but our golden boy was willing to risk the entire world in the name of science. So how did it feel when all that progress came crashing down on your own doorstep?
So you knew my artifact was the Alpha all along. Then why the act?
Do you realize the odds that out of all the artifacts, yours was the one we were looking for? I wasn't even hoping for it. But even if I had, why would I tell you that you held the key to the future of humanity in your hands? This was supposed to be my triumph, and mine alone. Not Darlin's, definitely not yours. Sorry.
My home was destroyed because of Darlin's experiment? And you knew about it the whole time?
What? Darlin failed to mention any outside events. And Korshunov conveniently left out who was responsible for your wild goose chase around the zone. Yes, Skiff, I've been aware of this all along. And so have they. Every asshole in this place has an agenda of their own. At least I tried to help you. I warned you about the attack, remember? But that doesn't matter anymore, and I'm running out of time. I've reconfigured the bubble. It'll take you back to S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Then you can tell Darling what you think about the price he paid for progress.
Cryptobiology is gone. You took care of it after all. I wish all my colleagues kept their promises like you do. Please come see me. I have something for you. As a stalker, I'm sure you'll appreciate it.
What if the generators aren't going to work? We have no idea whether they are operational.
We don't. Darlin, on the contrary.
Attention. Why haven't you protocol has been initiated. All staff are required to follow ward instructions.
It'll become clear soon enough, Kurt. And no, you won't have to send your men anywhere or put them in danger. For that, we've got...
Speaking of danger...
As I was saying, we need someone who's already got certain qualities. Courage, persistence, endurance...
Any of my men will do.
Not quiet. We need someone who's already had a particular kind of experience in the zone. Basically, we need a stalker. The readings all match up. But to see it with my own eyes, that's something else. A scientific miracle. Alpha. Quarter of century ago, maybe even longer. The artifact that started it all.
It's still going strong, and not just in the zone.
You stalkers with your tall tales. You need to lay up the booze.
The second Caribbean experiment, you asshole! Tall tales, huh? Look at me! I lost everything back on the mainland. And you tell me to lay off the booze!
To the victor go the spoils. This experiment is not going to conduct itself. Stand down.
We had a simple choice. Sit back and just wait for another super emission, or take a chance at get control of the anomalous energy. And look, our gamble paid off. As for your home, you can blame the zone, not me.
Cool it, soldier. The second Caribbean experiment didn't go as planned. During the experiment, the group was attacked by S.T.A.L.K.E.R's saboteurs. They're local stalkers, a thorn in my side. And since they achieved what they set out to back then, you can be sure they'll keep trying to get in our way. You're blaming the wrong people, Skip.
Let's hope that this time, security will be your top priority. So, now that everyone has blown off some steam and is capable of having a civilized conversation, let's move on to the one truly important thing. Science. Do you want to know what's there? Behind the glass? It's the dream of every stalker. The Wish Granter. Also known as the Monolith. It's not a myth, nor is it a deity. It's a sea installation created by scientists from Project X. Instead of rusting away inside the sarcophagus, it's now here at the Institute.
So does this installation really grant wishes?
Well, it can show anyone exactly what they wish to see. A customized illusion of happiness. It's one of its built-in functions. But we're both adults, you and I. We realize that all those who come to the Wish Granter are already enthralled to their own illusions.
Why did you bring the monolith here? Wasn't one failed experiment enough for you?
Skip, please. Alpha artifacts are a source of power not only for the generators, but for other Project X installations as well. Including those designed to create illusions, like the monolith. If your Alpha artifact activates the monolith now, we'll know it's genuine and can be used with the generators.
My people are trained for this. They will handle it.
The hell they will. It's my artifact. I'll be the one testing it.
What you want is here, Stalker. Come. The path has ended, human.
I want the zone to disappear.
The time has come. I see your wish. The path has ended, human. Come to me.
I want immortality.
What you want is here, Stalker. Come.
I want this all to end.
Look, darling. This mousetrap still works on stalkers.
Alpha is real. That's all that matters. We don't need this one anymore.
Strider's buddy isn't walking out of here alive. I'm putting an end to this farce. Kill the stalker.
All units, prepare to engage! Cover me! Sweep the area!
Why would you resist?
Come and get me!
I think that's it. He's out. The level of... Get to a medic, now! Are you okay now, Skiff? Would you come up here, please?
What did you see? What happened in the monolith room?
Nah. You're the one who's gonna tell me what the fuck is going on here. Whose memory did I just see? Why did the ward attack me? Wish Granner my ass.
Calm down, Skiff. Please. That was just a minor distortion. An illusion, nothing more. It's over now.
He's telling the truth, soldier. The installation has been shut down. You're safe.
It didn't seem like an illusion to me. It felt too damn real.
Yeah, illusions don't usually result in injuries.
Everything you saw was a figment of your imagination, Skiff. Your actions, however, had an impact on your environment. That is the reason Zotov was injured, and you were not.
No one would have been injured if the illusions had been stopped sooner.
Shutting the installation down abruptly would have fried Skiff's brain. Irreversibly. I did all I could to avoid that outcome.
Was that another botched experiment, Doc?
I wouldn't call it that. I didn't foresee those sea vestiges, that's true. The monolith showed you someone else's memory. I never expected that. Who knew those tall tales had a basis in reality? But I was sure you'd be fine. It was impossible to calculate the safe level of Psi exposure when the monolith was first created. But it's a different story now. I used the minimal configuration, see? You're safe and sound, and despite some unpleasant side effects, everything went well. The Alpha artifact worked. We can begin the experiment.
Are you planning to use the Wish Granner again?
Why would we do that? It's a relic of the old zone, a distraction for those who manage to enter the sarcophagus. But S.T.A.L.K.E.R doesn't need that. We have the ward to protect us. Besides, even in its prime, this ancient hunk of junk never functioned as intended. The last thing I need right now is S.T.A.L.K.E.R fanatics, thank you very much.
What are you gonna do if the connection is successful? How are you gonna use the anomalous energy?
S.T.A.L.K.E.R will become the very thing you stalkers saw in the monolith. Except, we'll grant wishes for real, and we'll do it for all mankind. The Earth will have an inexhaustible source of energy. We will reach the outer limits of the solar system. We will work wonders.
Are you sure it's safe connecting the artifact to the generators?
There are certain risks, of course. But inaction would be far more dangerous. We must take control of the zone's anomalous energy before disaster strikes. When we connect to the generators, the zone will be eliminated. And the anomalous energy will finally start serving the needs of mankind.
Yes? Got it. He'll be there. Go to the projection room, Skiff. She's waiting for you. Good luck.
And Skiff, I'm sorry about your home. I wish great experiments could always be performed without casualties.
Damn! You're good, soldier. You almost got me there. But it's okay, I'll live. And I'll never make the mistake of helping a stalker again.
Thank God you're here. If only Darlin had listened to me, I wouldn't have to cheat. You know that's true. Tell her. I'm begging you.
Your friend is a strange kind of scientist, Skiff. He loves secrets more than discoveries.
He's no friend of mine.
Skiff!
That makes sense. People need more than just a couple of days to really become friends. You need to trust one another, share your secrets. Like the fact that someone stole the scanners from S.T.A.L.K.E.R. just because he was so envious of Dr. Dolly. And guided by his co-conspirator Faust, he insisted on murdering every last witness. Including you, of course.
I can explain everything!
There's no need to repeat yourself, Professor. This man almost got you killed. So it's up to you to decide his fate.
Why should I care?
Professor Herman, you may go.
Skiff! Thank you. Thank you.
Professor! You forgot something.
Goodbye.
Yevhen Martinyuka, 25 years old. Born in a small town, loved a good book, but preferred a good fight. Served in the army, upon returning home was engaged in risky part-time jobs. No real friends, no family, just lonely evenings in front of the TV. A while ago he came home to find his place in ruins. You've been through a lot, Yevhen. Cigarette? After the fire at Bill's apartments, everyone rushed to seek help from officials. But not you, Yevhen. In your search for the truth, you had the courage to enter the zone. Perseverance is an admirable quality, and you've got heaps of it. That's why we can thank you, and you alone, that the scanner is back at S.T.A.L.K.E.R. The zone is extremely dangerous to the outside world. But thanks to you, we will soon have its power under control. And in the meantime, you can return to the mainland and move into a beautiful new house.
Sounds great.
You deserve it.
But I want to be there for the experiment. Bread was promised. Now it's time for circuses.
Dr. Darlin speaks highly of you, but the experiment requires top-level security. Although, perhaps you could help us in this matter. Someone's planning to stop us, right? Stop us getting what we deserve.
I can't help you. Sorry.
Skiff, come in. Are you there yet? See if you can get to the labs and find out about the monolith. I'm counting on you, Stalker.
Someone's taking advantage of you again, Yevhen.
Yeah. And you aren't?
Strider has nothing to offer you in return, unlike us. Find him. Ask him to lay down his arms. No war because should begin with bloodshed. to their positions. Warning. Sector C is now temporarily closed. We apologize for the inconvenience. Warning. Theta and Gamma Squad, please proceed to your positions as specified in the new defense plan.
Everyone's in position. We'll begin on your mark.